Hey guys, Viking82 here, back with a different kind of a video. You can maybe call this like a spotlight video. This kind of a idea I came up with, and yeah, all the things I'm going to be talking about in this video are 2022 releases that I have digitally, which, normally I'm a physical media guy, obviously, as much as you've seen me show CDs and stuff. But sometimes things are not available on physical format, and if I really like it, I will go ahead and buy a digital copy to show the band some support. And the other thing about all of these, there's actually only one band that I'm going to talk about that they do have a physical release, but I had to settle for the digital, and I'll explain that when I get into the things. But pretty much all of these, unless I state otherwise, are all unsigned bands. So I thought maybe, by doing this video, not only to spread the word of the music, maybe somebody out there that has a label or whatever might see this, might check them out and give them a shot or put out the releases. You never know. But yeah, kicking things off is Afterlife with their brand new full-length album, Gates of Madness, which is due out February 14th. Yeah, this is the band's second full-length. As I said, they are a melodic death metal band from Bilbao, Spain. Hopefully I said that right. I probably totally butchered it, and I'm sorry. Been around since 2015, and I've known about this band for a long time now. I have their previous full-length album, and yeah, this does have a physical release, but of course now international shipping is absolutely outrageous, so it totally kills it for me to get the CD, which really sucks. So unless this band gets signed, because they are independent or an unsigned, and somebody reissues the CD, or somebody distributes what they've gotten made up, yeah, I may never get a physical, or maybe if I'm lucky, international shipping might go down at some point. You never know. But regardless, when you listen to this, just from the one song they have on Bandcamp currently, you get heavy guitar riffs, yet they're very melodic at the same time. Really solid drumming, and vocalist Sophie, who I'm actually friends with on Facebook and have been for a while, she just screams and growls her heart out on that song, and she just turns in a solid performance. So yeah, if you love good melodic death metal, go check out Afterlife. Next up, I actually did a review of this recently, so if you want my full thoughts on it, go check that out. But we have Gourd Embrace, death metal band out of Chicago. Been around since, I want to guess, around at least 2020. Like I said, I just recently reviewed their new second demo, Promo 2022, put out digitally by the band. They are currently signed to Sewer Rot Records, and they did put out their first demo on CD, which I do have. But yeah, as far as I know, there's no plans for a physical release of this. So, of course, I had to get the digital, which I was happy to do because this is an amazing band. Very old school death metal. And like I said, this new release has got a lot of deicide influences. But like I said, if you want my full thoughts on it, go check out that review. Next up, we have Redivider out of Louisville, Kentucky. Death metal band, been around since just last year, 2021, and this release is their debut demo, self-titled, and the best way to describe them is like a raw, old-school death metal. It's not overly polished or anything, but it's definitely got that rawness to it, and not the raw black metal kind, but primitive might be a little bit more of a better term, but raw was the first thing that I thought of when I was writing out these notes. But yeah, lots of solid drumming with some really good blast beats and absolutely nasty sounding guitar tone. And the vocals are very reminiscent, at least in my ears, to Jason Blaskowitz, I believe is how you say his name, who did bass and vocals on Malevolent Creation's In Cold Blood album. Go check out the song Nocturnal Overlord by Malevolent Creation. You'll get an idea of how these vocals sound. At least that's the vibe that I got off of them. But yeah, Redivider, very solid band. Definitely go check them out. And I will be leaving a link down below for all of these bands so you can go check them out for yourself. Next up, we have Blood Upon Thorns with their debut demo, The Sanguinarian Oath. Death metal band from Tennessee. Not quite sure how long this project has been around. It is a one-man affair, and this is more old-school death metal with a little bit of a black metal feel to the riffs at times, in my opinion. The drums definitely sound like a drum machine, but overall they're not too bad. They're not very Mortician-esque, which, I love Mortician, and I've never had a problem with their drum machine, but I know some people do. But yeah, you could tell this is a machine, but it doesn't sound too bad to me anyway. The vocals are a lower register growl, yet they're still very intelligible. The best way I could probably just give you an example of how to describe how they sound. Listen to the song "When Death Replaces Life" by Cannibal Corpse, and just think how Corpse Grinder sounds on that song, but like a more gruff version of those style vocals, and that's what you get with Blood Upon Thorns. Really solid demo. Definitely go check this one out. And the last one I want to talk about is a split release between Apocryphic and Entrapment. Now, Apocryphic are a death metal band from Knob Creek, Tennessee. Been around since 2019, and actually one of the members of that band, Lord of the Carrion Pit, aka Brandon Vaughn, is actually the man behind the previous band, Blood Upon Thorns, so that is his project as well. Now, on this split release, their side is just fast, nasty sounding death metal with low growls mixed with these really nasty kind of screamed or shrieked vocals. Really solid stuff in my opinion. And these guys are signed to Sunshine World Recordings, so they're one of the few bands in this list who are actually signed to a label currently. And finally, kind of a mystery band in a way, is Entrapment, and there was not really much information on the archives. I don't really know too much about this band other than it is blackened death metal, and that is a project of Justin Stubbs. Of course, you know him from Father Befouled, among others. And yeah, this is kind of a newer project of his, and I found out actually about this split release when he posted a link to it and was kind of talking about it, because he's trying to find somebody to put this out in a physical format. And he also put out a demo from this project back in, just last year, Massacre of Spiritual Evil. And as far as I can tell, he must do everything on this release. And his side of the split is, again, primitive sounding, old school death metal with this fast, nasty sounding guitars, lots of nice blast beats, really good guitar solos, and these vocal cord shredding vocals, which I think are definitely the biggest kind of black metal element in his sound. Some of the riffs do have a little bit of a black metal feel, but I get more of it from his vocal style here than anything. And then, of course, it also gets kind of thrashy at times, gets that, thrashy old school death metal vibe. But really solid split. I love both sides of this release, and I really hope a label decides to put this out either on cassette or even on CD, because I would definitely pick up a copy. Currently, I just have the digital copy, as I said, on Bandcamp, so that'll have to do until this gets a physical release. And that's it. That's all I got. I may do another one of these at some point when I get either more digital only releases from some independent bands or whatever. Maybe they're looking to get signed or just recently signed. But if I get any more digital albums like this, I would probably do another video similar to this if you guys like it. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.